Hello everyone, my name is Shamika Chaves and I'm the author and illustrator of Happy Holidays, Your Journal of Memories, and I have also illustrated the Flipped series. This is the third book in the Flipped series, which is sports stories and school stories. I am also the illustrator of the Lucky series, and I have illustrated 10 heads for Tanuj as well. So today I'm going to be showing you all simple steps of how to illustrate and design your very own picture book. So here I have made like one small version of a book where I have picked up illustrations from all the books that I have illustrated so far, and I will be taking you all step by step, page by page, and we will be making our very own book. Okay, so before we begin, I want to tell you all what are all the requirements for this session. You will need 3 A4 size white sheets, a pencil, an eraser, a black pen, crayons and color pencils if you want to color your illustrations, and a stapler. So these are the things that you will need before you start the session. So before I begin this session, I would also like to tell you all that this is not just for children, but it is also for adults. If you probably have your manuscript ready, or if you have always planned on writing a children's book but don't know how to go about it, then you can watch this video and I will show you simple steps on how you can go about making like a small version of your book, which maybe you can pitch to a publisher, or you can just make it for fun. So it's not just for children but for adults as well. So let's begin then. First, I want you all to take your A4 size white sheet and fold it in half. Once you fold your sheet in half, it becomes A5 size, and you do the same with the other two sheets, and you place them one inside the other, just how I've done over here. Okay, so once you do that, you take your stapler and you just staple the sides, so you have your book already ready. Now you can add as many pages as you want. That depends on your story and how thick or thin you want the book to be. So that's the first step. Alright, so we shall first begin with the cover. So I'm going to first show you all an existing book cover that I have designed. So usually your picture book cover has one main illustration, the title of your book. Sometimes it has a blurb which talks about the contents of your book, the name of the author and illustrator. Now in this case I have written and illustrated this book, which is why there's only my name, but it depends on how your book is. It can have a separate name of the author and the illustrator, and it has the logo of your publisher. Now whenever I am designing a book cover, I always use my own hand type, but then that completely depends upon you, whether you want to use your hand type or you want to use an existing font. So yeah, that's about it. So your cover has like one main illustration, the title of your book, the name of the author and illustrator, and the logo of your publisher. Now in this case, when you all are making your book, you do not have a publisher, so I could suggest that maybe you can design your own logo and put it on the cover, so that will make it a little more fun and personalized. So yes, that's about it. This is the cover, and we will be beginning to draw the cover first. So I'm going to take the small book that I made earlier. Like you all remember, we took A4 size sheets, folded them in half, made them into A5 and stapled them on the sides. So now this is the cover. We're going to draw and design the cover on the first page. Okay, so first let's leave some space on top for the name of your book, and now I'm going to draw my illustration right here. So let me first begin with this boy. Okay, so first one line like this, I'm going to draw his eyes, then another line that goes down this way, and then one here and his ear. Now I will be drawing his hair, which goes this way right here, and another line that joins like this, then his second eye, okay, his nose and his teeth. Now I've shown that he has glasses, so I draw one circle like this, two lines this way, and another circle like this. Then I draw like an inner circle here and another one right here. Now this illustration I have picked from Happy Holidays. Okay, now I draw this, so that's his neck. Then I have one line that goes up like this, so he is trying to catch a butterfly. That's his t-shirt right there. Okay, another line like this, it goes down this way, and one arm that is pointing upwards, and another arm which is here. Okay, and his shorts, which is one line like this, then another line here and this. So it's sort of like a topish angle. And now I'm going to draw his legs and shoes and socks. Similarly, his second leg, shoes and socks, and that's the butterfly. So one wing like this, and the other one right here, one this way. Okay, and then there is another girl right behind him, so this way. Then her eyes are closed. Now I draw her nose and the second eye. Then again her neck, which goes like this, the ears and the hair. So 1, 2 and 3, and then just draw like curvy lines to show the flow of the hair. And she's having a lollipop, so I'm going to show her mouth is open like this with teeth. Now the lollipop is here. Okay, this way. Then her neck and her arm. Now again, do not worry about these lines, we're going to erase them later. The arm comes like this, and she's holding the candy. And her second arm, which is behind, we are going to show it this way. Now first I'm going to draw her t-shirt. Okay, that's her t-shirt. Her second arm is behind, and now her legs. So 2 lines like this, one straight line this way, and then you have her shoes. So that is my cover illustration. Now this is one illustration which, like I said earlier, it's from Happy Holidays, but you all can draw depending on what your story is and what you would want the cover illustration to be. Again, the cover illustration should be something related to what the story is about, but at the same time not giving away the entire story. And the title of my book will come here, and the name of your author and illustrator right here, and your publisher's logo in one corner, like this. Moving forward now, so when I open the book, your left hand side page usually has details about your publisher, printer, wherever the book is printed, and the copyright details, but right now I'm going to leave that because we do not have any of that. But I'm going to show you all nonetheless. This is how they look. Here, like right, you can see the copyright details, printing details, where it is printed, and yes, that's about it. So this is inside your cover. Like once you open the book, it's on the left hand side. Moving forward after that, on your right hand side you have your inside cover. So usually your inside cover is like a reflection of your main cover. So here I have repeated the cover illustration inside for the inside cover, but you need not do that. Your inside cover illustration can also be any illustration which is in the book. So that completely depends on your design and how you want to do it. So that's the inside cover of your book. Then we move forward. The next page is the dedication page, which is the 4th page in the book. So once again, this is the first page, which is the cover of your book. Then I turn the next page, that's the 2nd page, is your publisher, printer, copyright details. Then this is your 3rd page, which is the inside cover, which is sort of like a reflection of your main cover. And your 4th page is your dedication page. Now this dedication I have picked up from your journal of memories, where I dedicated the book to my husband. Now you can dedicate the book to whoever you wish to, your mom, dad, spouse, siblings, pet, friend, anybody. Usually the dedication depends on what the theme of the book is. Now your journal of memories is all about memories, and to me, like, I have made the best memories with my husband, who is Christopher, so which is why the book was dedicated to him. Whereas in Happy Holidays, I have dedicated the book to my summer holidays, because I had the best summer holidays in my childhood. So yeah, so depending on either the theme of your book, you can dedicate it to whoever you want, or you can dedicate it to whoever you just wish you want to dedicate the book to. Okay, now moving forward, the 5th page, which is the beginning of your story. So this is the opening illustration. Now usually when it comes to picture books, the ratio of your illustration to text is around 80 to 20, whereas for your early chapter books or for your young adult books, when the text is more, you can accordingly adjust the proportion of your illustration and your text, where it creates a good balance between the two, so it doesn't even look too text heavy. At the same time, you don't even delete a lot of text where you're not doing justice to your story. So this illustration I have picked from the Flip series, the 3rd book in the Flip series, and this story was written by Shamika Chaves, who's my husband. So I'm going to be showing you all how to draw this illustration. Again, this is just this is my illustration which I'm showing you all now, but depending on what your story is, you will be drawing your opening illustration. Okay, so now this is the 5th page. So that was the cover, that was the printing, publishing details, inside cover, dedication page, and this is the 5th page, which is my opening illustration. So let's begin. Alright, so my illustration is somewhere on this side. So I'm going to first draw the legs of the bed. So one line like this. So the name of this character in the story is Ronit, and he has just woken up on a Monday morning. That's the part of the bed. Okay. And now that's Ronit. One eye. Now he's just woken up, so I'm going to show sleepy eyes. And it's the second eye, this way. Okay. His nose. And the rest of his face this way, which goes down like this. And his neck coming from here towards his ear. Okay, now those are his eyebrows, and he's yawning. Okay, so then his teeth, and then teeth right here, and the tongue. Now we're going to show some hair, which goes like this over here and from here. Okay, now I'm going to show a part of his pillow, which comes like this way, similarly goes this way. Now again, this we shall erase later on. Okay, now his arm, which goes this way, and it comes down like this because he's stretching. Okay, and the beginning of his t-shirt, and this is his second arm, which goes down, and this one goes down like this. Okay, now I'm going to show his arm coming from here, and it's going on top because he's stretching down like this and this way, and here his arm is reaching out to the alarm clock, which is right here. Okay, then we continue the pillow, which goes this way, and from behind him it goes like this. One line here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to show the bed and his blanket, which has gone like that. Then another line over here, and blanket goes down like this. Now this is the top angle. Okay, so it goes this way. One leg, let's just see, like approximately the leg will come here, which is sticking out. 1, 2, 3, goes this way, and like this goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, then the bed continues here down and from here. Okay, and now the other two legs of the bed, this way, and one line here, another line here, and the second, and one straight line that joins this. So that's about it, and then we can just show a little bit of curves over here, and his alarm clock, which is ringing. So one circle over here, then I'm going to show an inside circle, Okay, and I'm going to show the time is 6:30. Alright, then we have the top part of the alarm, which is like this, and the legs, and it's ringing, so I'm going to show it moving. One and two. That's it, done. So that is Ronit, and he's woken up in the morning. That's the alarm clock, and now there's space over here, so your text can run right here. Now this is done, so your opening illustration is done. Now we have the next two illustrations, which I'm going to show you all what a double spread is. So basically a double spread is where you have your illustrations on either pages connecting with each other instead of them just being individual illustrations. So your story flows the way it usually flows in the book, but your illustrations, like you play around with your layout from the left page which goes towards the right page. I'm going to show you one example right here from Happy Holidays. So like you can see, the illustration is not just a left hand side or a right hand side illustration, it's a combined illustration. That's one. I'm going to try finding one more. See, this is another illustration, like a double spread illustration. And here there is another one. So your layout can also include like a double spread illustration, which is this. Again, this I have picked from Happy Holidays, but I'm not going to show you all drawing this again because otherwise the video is going to be really long. But when you are working on your story and on your layout, make sure that you have one double spread illustration included in your book, for sure, because that just makes the book more appealing and adds just another fun element to your design. Alright, now moving forward, now I have picked these two illustrations. One is from 10 Heads for Tanuj and one is from the Lucky series, which I'm going to draw both. 10 Heads for Tanuj is written by Priya Narayanan, and the Lucky series is written by Nalini Sorensen. So I've just picked these two illustrations to add to my layout of the entire book, dummy book that I have made. So let's begin with this first. Okay, so let's begin. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th page. So this is my 8th page where I'm going to be drawing one illustration from 10 Heads for Tanuj. So I'm going to draw the father. again, you can have text wherever you want. Maybe your text is here, or just flowing on this side, or a little bit over here or here, depending on however you want to design your layout. I just forgot this part of the scooter, so one line straight this way, it's like this and like this. Okay, now this side I have picked one illustration from the third book in the Lucky series, that is Lucky It's Summer, and I'm going to show you all Lucky, Vincent and Adit. Now again, it depends on what illustration you want to do, depending on your story and how you will be playing around with your text and the entire layout. So I'm going to start now this one. Okay, so first I have Vincent, who's right over here, and Lucky is over here, and Adit is over here. So let's begin. And then there's Savvy as well over here. So two eyes, and he's confused, and his shell like this. The legs, bottom part of the shell, and one leg over here. And there's a part of the AC that you can see from top. So draw like this, another line like this, and one line that goes like this. And then you have water that is dripping. So this scene is from the book, but again you will draw depending on what your story is. And for this particular page, I would have my text flowing right here, maybe some of it here and something over here. So yes, so that's it. So that is 2 illustrations with your text running around them. And now we have come almost towards the end of the book. So now the next page is your author and illustrator page, where you have a small bio about the author and the illustrator. Like over here in the dummy book that I have created, I have just mentioned a paragraph about the illustrator, but your page usually looks like this. Here, where you have a little bit about the author and the illustrator and a picture right there, or sometimes it is also like this. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, this way, where you have your bios written, or if the book has a separate author and a separate illustrator, then it is something like this. Yeah, so that page is your author and illustrator page, which is right next to your last page. And finally, then your back cover, which should be as appealing as your main cover. Now the back cover should usually have one illustration, or depending on how you want your layout design to be, and a small paragraph talking about what the book is. It should be really precise, mustn't give away a lot about the story, but at the same time it should create a sort of interest in order for the person to pick up the book and read it. I'm going to be showing you all back cover design that I've already illustrated and designed. So this is the back cover of Happy Holidays. So like you can see, it has one main illustration. Once again, Happy Holidays is about your summer activities, which is why you can see the illustration which is showing just that. Then you have, like I mentioned earlier, a small paragraph about the book. Then you have the barcode, then details about who has illustrated and designed the cover, then the logo of your publisher. Then sometimes if you have quotes from famous personalities, celebrities, or anybody, then that too is placed on the back cover. And maybe small little blurbs, like this one says includes interesting snippets, so like blurbs talking about what is there inside the book. So yes, so that's about it. Once again, your back cover has one main illustration, a small paragraph about your book, the barcode, publisher's logo, and details about who has designed and illustrated the cover. So I'm going to quickly draw this for you all. So I've picked this illustration from the back cover of Happy Holidays. So let's leave like approximately so much space for your text on the back cover. And I'm going to draw this girl cycling. So it's her eye, and her face goes this way. Then we have her hair and her ear, and then her shoulder like this, and her second eye, then her nose, and she's really happy. So the teeth, eyebrows, then one arm which goes like this, where she's holding the handles of the cycle, second arm this way, and now this is her hair, which goes down like this. Okay, and the second plait, which goes like this. Now because she's cycling, she's leaning a little forward, so this goes like this, now one leg on this side, okay, and her shoes, and she's sitting on the cycle, and one bar which goes like this, a circle over here, then another one which goes behind to join the back wheel, and one bar which goes over here like this, and the second leg which comes down like this, okay, and now we have the front part of the bike, which is like this, and that is the handles, the cycle, and you have one wheel which is this way. Alright, and I will show again another line that joins this, another rod, okay, and that's a circle over here, again we join this, and that is the back wheel, alright, and there's one small little carriage sort of a thing in front where there's a puppy, puppy's eyes, and his ears, and he's sitting right there, and his tail is wagging. And I will show speed because she is riding really fast, and she's on a hill. So yes, so that is the illustration of the back cover, and then I would have my text running here, and this space I will leave for my barcode. Then this would be the space for the logo of the publisher, and details about who has illustrated and designed the cover. So that's your back cover. So yes, that's your very own picture book. I'm going to quickly run you all through it once again. That's your main cover, which has your main illustration, name of the book, and the logo of your publisher, and the name of the author and the illustrator. Then when you open, you have your publishing, printing, copyright details. Then that's your inside cover, then your dedication page, then your opening illustration, then you can work on a nice double spread. Then as your story continues, you have 2 single illustrations. Again, depending on your story and how many ever pages your story is going to be, you can keep adding illustrations. You can add more double spread illustrations, more single illustrations, the way you want it. And lastly, the bio about the author and the illustrator. This is the blank page behind your back cover. And finally, the back cover, which has your main illustration, a little text about the book, your barcode, the publisher's logo, and details about your cover design and illustration. Yes, so that's about it. That's your picture book. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day and a happy World Book Day to all of you. I hope you all are reading lots and lots of books at home, considering that we all are at home right now. So take care and have fun, and see you all later.